hope we're doing the right thing.
We are doing the right thing. For everyone.
I just can't help thinking that none of this would be happening except for that horrible ring.
He wants to go home. He's ready.
I know, it's really hard on having him here. I know that. But I keep thinking about what if you could turn back the clock? What if you really could and go back to before he became that horrible man?
You can't want that.
Why not?
Because if you did that, we wouldn't be together.
I would never, ever, ever not want to be together.
Good.
Is that what you thought? Is that what I made it sound like?
I just don't want you to be disappointed.
Not disappointed. I love you. And I am so grateful for every single special moment that we have together. And I wouldn't trade it for anything. Not anything in the whole world. It's just this Kevin thing, you know, it's a little hard to explain.
Can I try?
Please.
We're not kids anymore. And I think, you know, we always live our lives to its fullest. And getting here is quite a journey. I met a lot of people who will be with us, who will be in our hearts. I'm never gonna forget Eve. And you and Kevin, you had something remarkable. But that was yesterday. And I'm here now. And I will love you with everything that is me. But don't you apologize for your past. Not ever.
Not ever. Do you know if none of this had happened? If Kevin had never changed? I still believe that we would have found our way to each other. Because I believe with everything that's in me that we belong together.
I think you're right.
I'm always right.
Hey.
Hello. Everything's great at the lighthouse. I think we've gotten everything set up for you.
Ramp's installed, nurses, meds, all there.
Great. Sounds like you thought of everything.
I hope so. We just really want you to be comfortable. So anything, any change at all?
No, nothing at all. I'm ready to go home.
Feel that?
No.
I wasn't here.
Right there. Yeah.
You're making progress.
I got Christina all settled in.
Is she all right? I didn't mean to frighten her.
She's fine. She was just a little scared. I don't think she understood what happened to her daddy. I tried to say maybe it was like pins and needles in your arm, kind of like when her foot falls asleep in
The
bed.
pain you're feeling is nerve regeneration. I know that. And pins and needles is a pretty good description of it.
Yeah, except it felt more like buzzsaws and pickaxes.
I wonder why it happened so suddenly. I mean, maybe it was all those energy massages I gave you or the herbal tea I get. I made enough herbal tea to...
Or maybe it was rest and medication. Who knows, right?
Or maybe it was a combination of everything along with the physical therapy. I mean, it's not that the massages weren't good. They were, but it'll be good to have a physical therapist to put me through a rigorous workout every day.
He's gonna come see you twice a week.
Great, thank you. And especially thank you for everything that you've been doing, Ian. I know what you have to deal with on a daily basis. Ian. Did I say something now?
What is it? What? To do with the situation every day? What?
Well, it's just the three of us here. I didn't know that your situation was a forbidden subject. I mean, it's a fact.
I think it was Christina. The reason you could move your arm like that is because you didn't want her to hurt herself, and so I think it was Christina that helped you.
Yeah, and I'd be lying if I said I wasn't going to miss her, but I think it's time I get on with doing things on my own. Besides, you have enough to deal with between the girls and Ian.
And his situation, right?
Look, if you're trying to pick a fight with me, I'm at a bit of a disadvantage.
I don't think now is the time to do any of this, okay?
Just gotta get some fresh air, okay?
Excuse me. What are you doing?
He's playing you. Oh, poor Lucy has to live with a vampire.
So, what do you want to do? You want to go beat him up?
Come on. Beating him. That's not what I'm worried about. It's just gonna cool off a little bit, okay? Please.
Okay. But please, for the record, I will never, ever let him come between us, no matter where he's living. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Ian is right about you, you know.
About what?
About what you're trying to do, pushing all his buttons, reminding him of what, his situation. You know, you had a situation for at least a year. Do you need me to hold a mirror in front of your face so you can be reminded of everything you did? No, wait a minute. I don't have to do that because I lived through personally every single horrible thing you did, so I don't need any reminding, and you don't either, and you know it.
Well, that's fair. I behaved terribly. And I have no idea what turned things around, but whatever my behavior, it was treatable. Tell me, Lucy, how do you treat Ian? How do you fix a vampire?
You're in control of this. Don't let him get to you. You're in control. You're in control.
I fix Ian by loving him with everything I have and by understanding what torments him.
Fine, I get that. And I'm not saying this is his fault, but it is a fact of life, Lucy. And because you and I share a child together, you need to hear my side of this.
Oh, I know your side of it.
No, not all of it. Look, I don't like the man. That's a given. But I do admire his struggle. He helped save my life, and I'm grateful for that. But he's a vampire, Lucy. He needs human blood to survive an eternal life. And now he's in this house playing daddy to my daughter, and I'm stuck in this thing and barely able to move. So yes, I'm concerned. I'm more than concerned.
What? What are you so concerned about? You really believe that Ian's gonna bite all of us, somehow turn us all into a family of vampires? He is in control, and Ian would sooner die than do any of that.
And therein lies the problem. Because he can't die. He can only be destroyed by people like you.
You do not understand what you're saying.
I know exactly what I'm saying. So I have to count on you to keep Christina safe from that monster that you've let into her life.